Let us rock and roll. Meet the candidates, the future MPs, and what a full house tonight, and what an all-star panel we have. Let's see what the metal is. Let's meet the candidates in a real sense of the pub, the iconic backbenchers have them, starting with the candidate, the national candidate for the Taranaki King Country, Barbara Kruger. Welcome, Barbara.
Thank you.
Barbara.
Thank you, Wallace. Thank you.
Welcome. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
All right, here we go. Describe the Prime Minister in 3 words.
Astute, financially aware. That's true.
That's
awesome.
That's 4. All right, okay. All right, very good. All right, what's one side to Barbara Kruger that we don't know?
Oh, well, a lot of people wouldn't know that I've actually jumped out of an aeroplane, which my kids bought me for my 50th birthday, and a tandem parachute jump.
You've got an aeroplane?
I don't own an aeroplane, but I have jumped out of one.
All right, okay, very good. All right, how was it?
It was great. Actually, once the parachute opened, it was like, can we just stay here all day? It was so peaceful up there. It was beautiful.
Oh, you've sold me. All right. Yeah. And finally, the best thing about Taranaki is what?
Oh, look, the dairy, the oil and gas, the economy, everything's going fantastically in Taranaki.
All right, welcome to the show. Will you please welcome the Labour candidate for Rotorua, Tamati, Coffey. Tamati.
They're a rowdy bunch in here.
They are a rowdy bunch tonight, Tamati. All right, here we go. The outlook for tomorrow's showers in the morning.
You just couldn't help it, could you? You just couldn't do it.
Unoriginal.
But there is a high-pressure system over the country at the moment, and it's going to be here for a couple of days.
Round of applause for Tamati. There you go. He knows it. He knows it. What advice would you give Brendan Horan?
What advice would I give him?
Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go. What's your question? All right, here we go. The best thing about Rotorua is?
The people, absolutely, 100%. Out in the provinces, we've got some amazing people with some big hearts. We just need to give them jobs to match.
All right, and finally, you were, of course, the star, the winner of Dancing with the Stars, the political duo you would pay to see in Dancing with the Stars. 2 of them, who?
Ooh, I'd like to see John Key, and I'd like to see him take on possibly Jacinda. I reckon Jacinda would be a bigger leader than him.
That's not what you...
No way.
That's not what you said in the green room. You said Judith Collins and Cameron Slater.
Well, that's going on anyway, isn't it? That's a given.
Hey, all right. Okay. All right. All right. Will you please welcome from the Maori Party, Ikaroa Rāwhiti, Marama Fox.
Hey! I'm in the house.
Good to see you. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you,
right.
Wallace.
All right. Describe the Prime Minister in 3 words.
Well partnered with us.
Can't you 2 count? All right.
With us. With us.
All right. Okay, Marama, here we go. Sing the rest of the line. Come on, baby, light my fire.
Marama's gonna take you higher.
Oh!
Yeah.
All right.
It's true.
And finally, the best thing about Ikaroa Rāwhiti is?
Oh, just like Tamati, it's the people. Ikaroa Rāwhiti is the home of the best people in this country. I'm sorry about it, but that's the truth. From Pōtaka in the north to Wainuamata in the south, and everywhere in between, Ikaroa Rāwhiti, our whānau rock.
Good to have you here, Marama. And will you please welcome the Green Party candidate for Wellington Central, James Shaw. James.
Evening, Wallace.
Hello, James Shaw. All right, describe the Prime Minister in 3 words.
On the way out.
That's 4!
On the way out. She got 4.
Can't you people count?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you people?
There's too many good things about the Prime Minister, Wallace.
Is that right, Barbara?
Oh, yes,
is that right?
That is right.
Okay. One thing that we don't know about James Shaw.
I once had the Prime Ministers, the Lord Mayors of Belfast and Dublin sing me happy birthday at the same time.
Stop it.
I'm sorry. Interesting,
Yeah.
really? Wow.
What language?
Irish.
All right.
Beautiful.
And finally, the best thing about Wellington Central is?
Those people right over there. So this is the... Wellington is the greenest city in the country. You know, we got 28% of the vote here. We've got green councillors. We're finally, as of today, getting cycle lanes through the city. It's a fantastic place to live and work.
Damian, welcome.
Hello. Hi.
Has that made you want to become a candidate?
Well, I've just been listening to everyone, and so we've got the people, oil, gas, and dairy. I mean, you should have seen the look from Marama and James when we heard that.
Well, maybe oil and gas and dairy pay for the people.
Exactly.
They pay for the people.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that.
It's good economics.
I love this time of year. This show is going to be a great one, I can tell. Tonight we're talking about top 5 things I learnt this week from watching the political broadcasts. Number 1, if you want to connect with real New Zealanders, film yourself and your wife. She's from Mali, you know, on the farm of one of the richest businessmen in New Zealand. Include some photos of yourself from your days at Cambridge University. And finish up with some whiz-bang graphics courtesy of Microsoft PowerPoint.
I'm not laughing, they're good graphics actually.
Number 4, lessons I learned from Brendan Horan. If you really want to connect with real New Zealanders, frolic with children in a swimming pool before aggressively taking their beach ball and throwing it away. I've got to point out that's a joke, Brendan. We know you were just teaching them how to do water polo. It's all good, it's all good. Lesson number 3, lessons that I learned from Focus New Zealand. If you want to connect with real New Zealanders, film your entire video just like your mum does on a new smartphone holding it the wrong way around. Lesson number 2, lessons from the Conservatives. If you're ever in a room where Colin Craig is talking, it's really important to know that just like a wild bull, he can only see movement. Just remain completely still and you'll be safe. And finally...
He's polling very highly, you know.
He's doing very well for himself. Just completely safe. And finally, lesson number 1, lesson from National. If you want to connect with real New Zealanders, as all the real New Zealanders who went to Oxford or Cambridge know, what better way to connect than rowing? And don't listen to anyone who tells you rowing's just a bunch of guys all going backwards, led by some cocks. That's just a lefty smear campaign.